go. Come on, something. Come on. Ah! Swing and a miss.
There's a lot of spunk.
Don't throw it wide.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
And then there were two. The cream of the crop. The best of the best. The top of the food chain. The glory, however, cannot be shared. Super Mega Baseball's ultimate prize is up for grabs as the world's most skilled players face off. Only one of these high-flying avians can lift the league's 10th trophy. The Mallards grapple with the Birdies. Welcome to the XBL World Series.
And one. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the XBL World Series. My name is Dwayne. I'm one of the co-commissioners of this league. I'll be running the play-by-play duties for you tonight, and joining me in the booth is our newly minted AA champion and broadcaster, D-Sil. Welcome in, D-Sil. How are you feeling tonight for this World Series matchup?
It's World Series Season 10, Dwayne. I'm feeling great. The little one fell asleep. I'm here ready to go.
Awesome, yes, and we're so happy to have you. This is going to be an electrifying duo going at it for games 1 and 2 tonight of the World Series on 93 batting ego, raised from the regular season. If you already know a little bit about the XBL, if you don't, the XBL is a cross-platform baseball league in Super Mega Baseball 3, where the top tier players go at it. We've joined through Discord, and in the top tier, the XBL, they're playing at 90 ego in the regular season. It got bumped up in the semifinals to 93 and into the World Series as well. So these two are going on at it at 93, two of the best in the world. We have Flurrabell and his Beaky Bay Birdies going up against Luke Archer and his Milwaukee Mallards, the number 2 and the number 4 seed, respectively. So this will be really exciting. Do you have any points for us tonight, D-Sil, going into these games?
Yeah, well, I mean, something that I've been looking into when I look at the stats is that, birdies, generally speaking, like towards the top of the league. I mean, if we look at the XBL, 2 teams finished with 30 wins. So we got the Blues and Birdies. After that, you see a drop to 23. So, I mean, it's just like, that pops out to me first is that Birdies is, right off the gate, a lot of wins here.
Yeah, absolutely. And you said to me earlier before that the offensive stats as well are in a bit of a higher category. So we're going to be looking at that one for sure as the series wears on. Will the Birdies really show on 93 ego that they are that one step above? Luke definitely put up some very, very astute offensive numbers as on his own this season. But like you said, the drop off from 30 to 23 wins is very steep, very quickly from number 2 to number 3, 4, and 5.
You're absolutely right, Dwayne. I mean, Birdies, second in the league with runs, but who's third? Mallards. So like, although the drop kind of goes from tier 1 to tier 2, Mallards is at the top at that tier. So it's still very close.
Yes, absolutely. And that brings us into the next point, I think, too. It's going to be aces on the mound. It goes right from the hitting into the pitching. And you brought up some great points to me earlier in the pregame. The Birdies have really improved their numbers on the mound.
Oh, Birdies is looking great. Their whip, number 1 in the league at 1.112. And even if you get on base, their lob percentage left on base is 78.9, also number 1 in the league.
Yeah, that's huge. A huge improvement in the pitching from Flurrabell over the past season. And that's going up against Luke's 2 bar pitching staff. It should be an interesting contrast where he's dumped a lot into accuracy, and he showed in his previous semifinal versus Ashnod that he was really able to hit the corners. I think the final point we really want to talk about is a little bit of more of a random one in defensive efficiency, but we saw the Birdies come away with, I think, 0 errors in the regular season compared to Luke's 10?
That's correct. Birdies led the league in errors with 0. Interestingly enough, I believe the Birdies is a 2-bar defense, where you see Mallards, Luke, a 4-bar defense. You wouldn't expect this 10 errors, which was 16th in the league. So really, odd to see that in the season. I expect, you still got to give the edge defensively to Mallards, but according to the stats, that would not be the case.
Yeah, so we'll see if the defense comes into play tonight. That bar discrepancy and the numbers is definitely a little bit skewed and jarring. So we'll see if that comes into things as the series wears on as well. We're going to go ahead and let the players know we're ready to queue up for Game 1 of the World Series. Everybody get hype. We'll be with you in just a few moments.
Time to hike.
All right, everybody, we are loading in now to El Viejo Stadium, the home of the Beaky Bay Birdies for game number 1 of the XBL World Series between the Beaky Bay Birdies and the Milwaukee Mallards.
Battle of the Birds, Dwayne, Season 10 World Series.
Yeah, this is as good as it gets. Thank you all for joining us here tonight. As we get things started, it's going to be Articuno starting things out on the mound for the Birdies against the top of this Milwaukee Mallards order. Here comes Lillian MGICI to start things off.
As we get started, Dwayne, I'd just like to say I really like the theme of both of these managers with their teams. Not only are they going with the bird theme, but I also really like that each of them have their players line up with their team theme. I just think it's very creative.
Yeah, absolutely. Great team design, and three quick pitches from Flurrabell to start out the World Series sees Luke strike out swinging. Big swing and a miss to start us out. And yeah, great creativity from these teams. And now the Avians are facing off here in the championship, fighting for more than just bragging rights. Silverware on the line as Flurrabell now evens up the count with a strike and now is ahead 1-2 against Chance Lauderbury, the right fielder for the Milwaukee Mallards. Gets him swing and a miss late on a 101-mile-an-hour heater. So 2 quick outs, 2 quick strikeouts for the Birdies. Here's Anas Plotarinkos, the shortstop. Hero of the semifinals a little bit. Hit a huge grand slam. Has that low pitch trait. The count is even at 1-1. That one is crushed to deep left field. That one is not coming back. Starting things off right with 2 outs is Luke. A solo shot here in the first.
Oh my, Dwayne, I was not expecting that. I was expecting to see 1, 2, 3, but wow, is it Platarink? How do you even say that name? Platarinkos.
Yep.
Can't even pronounce it. Doesn't matter. The ball's gone.
He crushed it there, 446 feet. Yeah, Flurrabell was cruising quickly through this first inning, but Luke there with the solo shot to open up the scoring in this World Series. Now with 2 outs, Flurrabell ahead in the count 0-2. Luke swings at it, sends it over to Birdie Chirpiting to short. She throws it over to Roost at first base, makes the out for out number 3, and we head to the bottom of the first inning. The score is 1-0.
Generally an efficient inning from Uno there. You know, other than the home run. I mean, wasn't expecting that, but generally you got to be happy with that.
Yeah, 1 pitch, 1 mistake, solo shot won't kill you. Now we see Lacey Blevins, starter and ace for this Milwaukee Mallard stat, getting the nod in game number 1. A quick line out over to first base disposes of chicken dinner for the game, bottom of the first out. It is now Roost Broodmother, power versus lefties, dug in against Lacey Blevins. Down is 1 and 2. Broodmother swings at it, sends it right up the middle for an easy single. Birdies have a base runner with 1 out.
Now batting the right.
The catcher
Nice
balked
little
up.
routine base hit.
Number 23.
First hit of the series for the Birdies. Sees Broodmother at first with not a lot of speed. Balk Bagok, the right fielder tonight. Swings at that one, sends it over to short. Platorenko sets a dive for it, throws it to first base in time for the out. Broodmother will move up to second base on the fielder's choice. So we have 2 out here in the bottom of the first inning for Birdie Chirpington. Chirpington swings at it, sends it into the gap in right center field. That'll be extra bases and should tie this game up. Oh, we see Chirpington hold up at first base, perhaps a bit conservative there. Perhaps the throw could have beat her there, but either way, the run's going to score, and the game is tied.
14.
And Birdie's taking advantage there. And I like the defensive base running. It's a long game.
That one is swung on, the runner goes, but cleaned up easily by the second baseman, thrown over to first for the out. And we move on to the second. The game is now tied at 1-1.
We're through 1 inning. We've seen 3 hits total. We've got 2 runs in. 1-1.
Number 44.
We see now Luke have another chance at the plate with Gwendolyn Gadwall, the catcher. She swings at that one, hits it hard foul. Articuno, a 5-pitch pitcher with a 4-seam cutter, forkball, curveball, and changeup. See how Flurrabell utilizes that tonight. As Articuno is behind in the count to Gadwall. That one, high and away, swung on and missed, 100 miles an hour from Articuno. Another strikeout here for Beaky Bay. And that'll bring up Angie Affleck.
We're going to see a lot more of that. I really like the high velocity combination with changeup and forkball with the 2 breaking balls. It's very confusing for the hitter to understand which one's coming. And then you've got to pick up if it's a fastball coming at 100 miles per hour. Very difficult.
Yeah, definitely tough to jump on that timing up here at 93 ego in the XBL World Series. We see that one dispose of a quick second out, and then Shamil Pekin swings at one low. A changeup gets around on it early, line out directly to right field. Balk disposes of it easily, and we move on to the bottom of the second inning here. Game still tied up. No score for the Mallards there.
Very efficient inning.
This will be Booby Birdbrain for Beaky Bay, going up against Lacey Blevins here in the second. Blevins behind in the count, 2-1. That curveball right over the heart of the plate, swung on and sent back up the middle by Flurrabell. There'll be another single here to lead off the inning.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Partridge Pear Tree.
Number 51.
Gotta love Partridge Pear Tree, one of my favorite players.
Decent power, decent contact, good amount of speed for the center fielder. He grounds that one over to second base though. 4-6-3. That's a double play in the bottom of the second inning. Looking good for the Milwaukee Mallards there, cleaning up 2 quick outs. The catcher Cassowary going against the lefty Blevins. I think this is a platoon opportunity here for Cassowary, not usually the starting catcher for Beaky Bay. He swings at that one inside on a line over to Daffy Danger at second. Danger will catch that one for the third out. And now we head on to the top of the third inning.
As you can see there, different story from first inning to second inning. You know, 1 run scored for each team. Now we see 0 teams. The pitchers are starting to settle in here.
Yeah, that World Series yips a little bit in the first, perhaps for either player, allowing a couple of big hits, couple extra base hits, and a homer that we saw in the first. As these aces settle in on the mound, we will see a lot of pitches like that on the corner. Count evens up at 2-2. Samuel Albellis, though, swings at that cutter, might have tailed outside the zone, but puts a good swing on it anyway, lifts it over the head of the second baseman and shortstop into right center field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, just enough. Loop in single. Mallard's going to take that every time, especially with that speed.
That'll bring up the pitcher, Lacey Blevins. We'll see if Luke chooses to drop one down. He's going to swing away with Blevins. It's on the ground. Broodmother throws it to second. Trippington back to first, and we have the 3-6-3 double play.
The center fielder, number 16.
Great double play there. Great double play by the first baseman. What was that? I'm sorry. Who's that over there at first? Broodmother. Broodmother. Thank you.
Yeah, good play there by Flurrabell. Double plays for both teams here early on. Erasing a couple base runners. Now Whiffer activates for Lillian and ICI. The 2-2 pitch is swung on, and there's a whiffer for you. Out number 3. Another Flurrabell racked up another strikeout racked up for Flurrabell. Now we head to the bottom of the 3rd.
I think we're at least 4 strikeouts now.
The pitcher,
Yeah, Flurrabell really racking them up. Good sequencing, using the fastball well. That brings up the pitcher who just recorded that strikeout, Articuno. Articuno swings at that one, sends a foul down the right field line. 2 quick strikes. That one swung on, dribbled over to second base. Danger tosses it to first, and there's out number 1.
now batting, the second baseman.
And maybe my favorite player for the Birdies, Chicken Dinner. You know, MVP-esque type stats here. If it wasn't for the Blues player, the name now loses me, but the Triple Crown winner, Chicken Dinner, may be the top there.
Yeah, Chicken Dinner starting it off right here in this inning with 1 out. Swings at it hard. Not quite in the gap deep enough to get to second base, but we'll pass the baton to Bruce Broodmother. I believe you're referring to Paul Butterfield on the Chicago Blues, who swept away with the Triple Crown here. Had an amazing season for the Chicago Blues. 2 quick strikes on Broodmother. Looked like hittable pitches. The 1-2 pitch is swung on, lined over to Platorenkos is short. He'll gobble it up for out number 2. Now the catcher, or right fielder, excuse me, will have his opportunity at the plate.
Bach also was among the XBL league leaders who submitted their player profiles, their player stats, if you will.
Yeah, the heavy hitter Bach, though, lines out there to Angie Aflac pretty much directly in left field. Swung at a tough pitch high and away. Got around on it nicely. And we trudge along to the top of the 4th. We're still tied up here at 1-1 in Game 1 of the XBL World Series. That one crushed by Chance Lauterbury, but Partridge Pear Tree should have time to get under it, and does for the first out.
Number 8.
Yeah, well hit ball there, and here comes Platty, who we all know what they did in the first. If you're just joining us, they went long.
Yeah, huge opposite field home run for Platorenkos in the first inning with 2 outs. Now he has a shot with 1 out here in the 4th to maybe get on base or add to his home run total. He's ahead in the count, 2-1. Great pitch there from Flurrabell. Paints the corner, evens up the count. That one check swung on, runs it full for Platorenkos. Here's the payoff pitch. He swings at that one high and away. Can't quite catch up to it. Another 100-mile-an-hour heater from that gasoline arm of Articuno. Keep racking up the strikeouts for Beaky Bay.
It's keeping those fastballs up in the zone. Really difficult to manage that there.
Absolutely, and that one swung on hard on the first pitch. A breaking ball high right into the glove of Bruce Broodmother to end the inning. So another quick one from Luke, and we move to the bottom of the 4th.
Number 69.
Here is Birdie Chirpington. She swings at the first pitch, hits it hard to second. It's off the glove of Daffy Danger. It's going to get behind him. Lauterbury will back him up, throw it into second base. So the runner reaches first base on the misplay by Daffy Danger.
Yeah, that's tough by Danger. Yeah, Danger's been playing well so far this game. Actually had a lot of balls. But that might go back to what we were talking about earlier. Not sure if they recorded that as an error or not. But bounced right off the glove.
Yeah, those defensive factors. Luke seemed to have a bit more bad luck with the 4-bar defense. That one swung on previously. A quick grounder moves the runner to second on a fielder's choice. And then that pitch hit hard to right. Not a tag-up opportunity, though, for Flurrabell as Chance Lauterbury tosses it in quickly to third base. So 2 outs for Partridge Pear Tree with a runner in scoring position. Lots of speed on the bags for Flurrabell as well. So a hit should be able to score the runner. Very quickly.
Yeah, that was well hit. That was well hit at the right. Oh,
Ooh,
look what we see here.
Yeah, it looks like we'll have a strikeout swinging, but the ball gets past the catcher, and Flurrabell's going to reach easily as that one escapes into very deep territory behind the plate.
And you gotta think that's gonna count as an error. I didn't think that was a wild pitch.
Yeah, drop third strike. Either way should be unearned. If he does indeed cross the plate. That one's grounded over to short, though. Plotarinkos has to toss it over to first for the third out. No harm done. Luke cleans up after the dropped third strike. Runner reaches first base. And we now move to the top of the 5th inning, still deadlocked at 1-1.
Now batting, the catcher,
We can see the
number
statisticians
44.
did not record any errors in that inning.
Yeah, curious in the calculation, as always, is Super Mega Baseball. Now Gwendolyn Gadwall with her low pitch trait back to lead off another inning. A changeup misses outside. Articuno behind 2-1. Here comes a curveball from Flurrabell. It's swung on. Woodsy Owl should be able to camp out under it, and he does for out number 1.
Now batting,
Here comes Angie Aflac, the left fielder, 0 for 1 tonight for the Mallards.
I'm gonna have to give Angie Aflac a call after Hurricane Ida passed through Middlesex County. Got a lot of insurance claims coming your way, Aflac.
Yes, indeed. Hope everybody is safe out there if you're from or around the area. 4 quick pitches sees the count split to Aflac. This cutter outside. Luke stares at it, runs it full. Here comes the payoff pitch from Articuno. It's a fastball. Luke swings at it, sends it back up the chute. Will reach base with a 1-out single.
Really good job there by Luke to catch up to that high heat. That's the pitch that
number
the Mallards have been struggling with so far tonight.
Yeah, the high fastball been the strikeout pitch for Flurrabell. Maybe a bit misplaced on that last one. Definitely looked like it caught a bit of the middle of the plate. Puts huge speed on for Shamil Pekin. Her high pitch trait, always engaged. Behind in the count, 1-2. A pickoff attempt from Flurrabell, unsuccessful. We'll see if Luke sends the runner. It's a pitch out. Here comes a heater. Pekin can't catch up to it. Another strikeout here for Beaky Bay.
batting, the third
Just
baseman,
add another one. What are we at now? Maybe 6, 7 total?
Yeah, Articuno is really racking them up. The pitch count too, not too high. Now at 57 pitches here in the 5th. So working efficiently is Flurrabell in this 1-1 ball game. There's speed on the bags with 2 outs here for Smew Albellis. 1 for 1 tonight. And ahead in the count now, 2-1.
You can see Al Bells has had a great playoff run, 514 batting average.
Yeah, absolutely on a tear is Smew Albellis. The 2-2 pitch is swung on. It's lifted behind the plate. Cassowary will camp out underneath it and make the catch for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Nicely done from Flurrabell to keep that runner at first base.
Due up is 9-1-2, which includes Articuno. Very interested to see what happens here.
Yeah, Articuno locked in. You can see Flurrabell debating on swapping her out and trusting that bullpen. The Beaky Bay bullpen is known for its efficiency. Finger licking good, Penguin, Mother Clucker, and Talon Grip, names we all know from the many playoff runs of Beaky Bay. So we'll see if he turns to them now.
Absolutely right. Birdie's got a great bullpen. Not forget, I think the bullpen is 4 bars. Wouldn't be surprised to see a substitution here just because for that reason. Get an extra at bat here.
Yeah, we will see Stuffed Turkey, the lefty, come off the bench and swing at one, hits it hard into the gap. There should be extra bases for the pinch hitter. The decision pays off for Flurrabell to lead off the bottom of the 5th.
Wow, swinging first pitch. No hesitation on that. Coming off cold off the bench. That's really a booster there if you're Flurrabell.
Yeah, runner in scoring position with no outs, the top of the order. Coming up for the birdies. Here's Chicken Dinner with an RBI chance. She swings at that one. It's grounded over to Daffy Danger. He'll clean it up for out number 1, but not before the runner moves up 90 feet. And now Reese Broodmother has a big chance to break the tie.
A great job there by just getting the ball in play. Advancing the runner is key to get that runner to third base with 1 out still.
The infield is halfway, and 2 quick strikes are on Broodmother. That pitch high. Now it's 1-2. We'll see what the pitch is from Blevins, and swung on late from Flurrabell. A big strikeout here from Luke. A little bit less so on his end. It's been all Articuno tonight, but Lacey Blevins gets a big one there to force it at Flurrabell's hand now at 2 outs. Bagok, he needs a hit. He swings at that one. It's into the gap. It'll get down for at least a single. Nymphiaci, the center fielder, cuts it off. And that will break the deadlock. The Birdies score their second run of the game.
Great clutch hit there. For a second, I thought Blevins was going to get out of the jam. But really clutch hit to bring a run in.
Yeah, this game moving into its latter half, and it's proven tight, so any run's going to be valuable. That one grounded to second, tossed to first for a quick third out. But Beaky Bay has scored, and we move to the top of the sixth, and now 2-1 in their favor. Game 1 of the XBL World Series. We see Flurrabell adjusting his team, checking out Luke's lineup. See who's going to come in. It's going to be Mother Clucker getting the shot against 9-1-2 in the order for the Mallards.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 39.
We'll see if Luke lifts Blevins here. Yeah, we see him pause, and now it's going to be Maxine Quacks coming off the bench, the right-handed pinch hitter, to start things off against Mother Clucker.
Well, we're through 5, which I believe for Articuno would qualify as a win now if Beaky Bay Birdies ends up winning this.
Yeah, Articuno standing as the pitcher of record, did an efficient job starting this game off. Now it's passed to the bullpen. That one swung on by the pinch hitter. It's lifted behind shortstop Chirpington. Enough speed to get out there and catch it for out number 1. And we'll see the lineup turnover for Milwaukee. And Lilian Nymphiaci 0 for 2 tonight. Swings at that one late. That one's hit hard, right at chicken dinner. A little bit early on the swing from Luke. And now there's a second out here in the 6th. Right fielder Chance Lotterbury is going to dig in for his third at-bat, looking for his first hit. That one is swung on and hit hard down the opposite field line. That could be extra bases for Chance. Luke's going to challenge. It's a good throw, but not in time, as Chance Lotterbury's in there sliding with a double. 2 outs.
Nice hit there, and I really like with 2 outs to go for second. Get in scoring position, especially with that top speed.
Yeah, that runner could easily score on a single, but Luke needs a hit. There's 3 quick fastballs from Mother Clucker. See Platarinkos in an 0-2 count after fouling one away. 4th pitch of the at-bat swung on. It's gobbled up by Booby Birdbrain. He tosses it easily over to first base with plenty of time to record the 3rd out. So no damage done there by Luke. The lead remains in Beaky Bay's favor at 2-1 as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Axe McDuck coming out of the pen for Milwaukee. We saw McDuck quite a bit in the semifinals against the Chicago Blues to a lot of success.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 14.
Here is Woodsy Alley, swings at the first pitch, hits it hard. Daffy Danger has to dive for it, throws it over to first and records the first out of the inning. Nice play there by Luke. And here is Booby Birdbrain, the 3rd baseman.
Birdbrain with just made the play in the top half of the inning look very casual, but actually a very difficult play. The backhand going towards the line to save the possibly would have been a run scored.
Yeah, and he gets himself a hit here under the glove of Pratarinkos. Hit it hard. So 1 out single for Flurrabell.
Number 51.
Here is Partridge Peartree with that runner at first base. That one's hit hard through the right side. It's going to be a single for Peartree. Flurrabell not going to challenge third base, but 2 runners on now with 1 out. Things looking a little bit more dangerous again from Beaky Bay as the 8-hole hitter and catcher Cassowary has a great opportunity. That one's hit hard. Daffy Danger picks it up, throws it over to second, on to first, and that's an inning-ending double play.
Wow, Dwayne. You see Birdbrain in the previous inning making a backhand, and how about Danger responding to myself, who's a critic of saying maybe they should have got an error earlier in the game. Wow, what a turn.
What a turn indeed. That ball was hit hard. Anything could have happened, but Luke's defense able to hold it together. Pull a big double play here. Move us to the 7th inning. The bullpen's going at it now. Mother Clucker getting her 2nd inning of work. That one's hit hard down the left field line. It could be extra bases for Luke again. Woodsy Owl's going to pick it up, throw it into second. Luke's going to turn around this time, thinking better of it. It will be a leadoff single, though.
Leadoff single, that's what you really like to see if you're Luke, trying to get base runners on board here.
Yeah, only 1 run behind right now, so tying run is at first base. Gwendolyn Gadwall, the tense catcher, Who let that drop third strike slip by, or hits it hard over to second. It's going to be 4 over to 6 and on to 3. Another double play in this ball game. Bites Luke quickly for 2 outs.
Number 14.
Really nice pitch there, and let's not forget what we talked about pregame, the lob left on base.
Yeah, first pitch swinging there from Luke. And there's a quick third out recorded. And yeah, you are right. Left on base percentage from the birdie is really showing itself here as he's been out of jams time and time again. Just a solo shot in the first inning against the record right now for Flurrabell.
Number 0.
Mother Clucker's going to get a chance to hit. She's locked in. So the reliever swings at the first pitch, fouls it away for strike number 1. Clucker swings at that one. It could be a hit. It's going to hang up, but just enough time for Nymphy ICI in center field to make the catch. So that'll record the first out.
I like the managerial decision there to stay in. They actually got good, good barrel on the ball there. Just didn't drop in.
That one is lifted by the leadoff hitter behind first. Shamil Pekin's able to get there with enough time to make the grab for the second out. And now we'll see Roost Broodmother, who's 1 for 3 tonight, come in for a 4th chance here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Game 1 of the XBL World Series. Beaky Bay is up 2-1. Ooh, a great pitch there from Luke to get into the count here at 2-1. But he misses low. Now it's a hitter's count for Broodmother, 3-1. And that one is crushed to deep center field. Will it get out? Yes, it is. Huge home run from Beaky Bay.
Wow, that's the second home run of the game, 423 feet. That's the first home run, I believe, of the playoffs for Broodmother. Comes at a great time.
Yeah, Flurrabell showing off his power. Luke showed it in the first. Now in the bottom of the 7th, we get to see a taste of what Beaky Bay has to offer. Broadens the lead to 3-1. Now Balkagok up with 2 outs. He hits that one deep to left field. Will that have the distance to sneak over the wall? And it's a diving play by Angie Aflac. How did she make that catch?
I don't know. I'm not sure if she did make that catch, but they're ruling it a catch at the warning track. It looks like she dove through the wall.
What a play there by Luke to end the 7th inning. A solo shot crosses the plate from Flurrabell, but amazing defense from Luke. To record the 3rd, we move now to the top of the 8th. Mother Clucker getting a 3rd inning here. Luke swings at one, hits it hard, but gets underneath it. Pear Tree has all day to camp under at front number 1.
Yeah, just underneath that one there.
Number 46.
Here is Smuel Bellis, who's had a very, very impressive playoffs. Power versus lefties engaged against Clucker. He swings at the first pitch, inside outs it on the ground over to Broodmother. So easily disposed is Albellis. And now Axe McDuck should be lifted here from Luke. It will be Sir John Duckworth off the bench getting a pinch hit opportunity with 2 outs. Strike from Flurrabell sneaks in there. Here comes a change up low. Luke stares at it for strike number 2. Count is even. That pitch misses inside. Now the payoff pitch. Full count to the pinch hitter. Luke swings at that one, sends it to the right side. Broodmother fields it over behind first, runs it over the bag, tags it herself for out number 3. We move to the bottom of the 8th. Flurrabell doing a nice job. 3 outs away from getting a Game 1 victory in the World Series and a chance to add some insurance.
Yeah, the birdies have really managed the mound well. Like you said, the first inning, there was a solo shot, but other than that, I mean, it's just been 4 hits total since then for the Mallards. So birdies are doing really well there.
Number 69.
Batting now against the reliever Greta Rubber is Birdie Chirpington, the cleanup hitter. She hits that one hard to center field. Nymphy ICI, though, has time to get under it and catch it for the out. And that'll pass the baton to Woodsy Owl, the 5-hole hitter and left fielder, batting 143 in the playoffs. But he swings at that first pitch, sends it to center. Nymphy ICI makes a sliding play and catches it off her shoe tops.
Owl can't buy a hit right now. Like you said, I mean, in the 5-hole, we know Owl can hit. But just hasn't been working this playoffs. And just when you think Owl was going to get one.
And that's Hootie Hooter Hoots stepping into one. He crushes it to dead center field. And that one is gone. Back-to-back innings with a solo shot for Flurrabell to broaden his lead to 4-1.
Hoot or hoots. Wow, as I'm talking one thing, we see a home run. Wow, I'm
The
very
center
impressive.
fielder, number
The power coming out to play now for Beaky Bay. Brings up Partridge Pear Tree, hits that one hard, but on a line to Daffy Danger, who will catch it for out number 3. And now Luke has 3 outs to work with in game number 1 to try and jump back in this one.
now batting the center fielder.
It's
Number
top of his
16.
order in Nymphy ICI. She's batting .459 in this playoffs, but 0 for 3 tonight.
If I recall correctly, in the series that Luke was in to reach the World Series, there was a lot of 9th inning drama. So I'm very interested to see. I mean, that we're only in game 1. Luke's got 3 outs. Let's see what he does.
Yeah, let's see if there is any more late game dramatics to be had. Flurrabell moving his defense around, brings in the defensive replacement, Layden Egg, the normal starting right fielder. Balkwagok going to move over behind the plate to finish the game. Covering all his holes, making sure there's no drop in defense. Wants to clean up these 3 outs for sure. First 2 pitches missed, though, outside to Nymphy ICI.
And after all those changes, Clucker, who's now going to her 30th pitch, is still in the game.
Yeah, Mother Clucker, an all-star relief performance, as that one is swung on and sent to shortstop. Chirpington throws it over to Broodmother at first for out number 1. And yeah, Mother Clucker is just moving right along here. Well-pitched game from Flurrabell. That one crushed, though, by Lauderberry. Ooh, some fielder select error, it looks like there on Flurrabell's. And we'll see if Luke challenges for third base. Lauderberry rounds, and the throw is not in time. Sliding in there for a triple is Chance Lauderberry. So Luke has some life in the 9th with 1 out.
Like we were saying, I mean, 9th inning, and anything goes here. And this might be what Luke needs to get started.
Yeah, a lot of speed,
Clucker
90
is
feet
lifted.
away. Yeah, Mother Clucker is lifted. That one's crushed to deep left. It should be enough to score the run. So a sacrifice fly from Luke now puts him in a 2-out position and a 2-run deficit. He needs a hit with Daffy Danger if he wants to try and complete a comeback in game 1 of the World Series. That first pitch is swung on. It's caught on a line by Broodmother, and that'll end game number 1 here. Beaky Bay wins by a scoreline of 4-2.
What a game there. I mean, you can see Mallard's bookends, 1 run in the first, 1 run in the 9th. And something we talked about before the game, I think, is actually, what the stats would show is that Mallard's, with that 2-bar bullpen, didn't quite hold up. I mean, they did a great job with holding birdies to just 4. But in the World Series, you've got to score more than that. If you hold someone to 4, you got to put up more than that, obviously.
Yeah, you got to put up more than 2 runs in a World Series, like you just said, if you want to come away with victory. So tough for Luke there. He did do his due diligence of pitching a well-pitched game, but Flurrabell really was a star on the mound, I believe, and that brings him a game 1 victory. We're going to be switching streams here to Luke for game number 2, so allow us a brief moment to take a break. We'll be right back with you guys in just a few moments. All right, folks, we are loading in now to Colonial Plaza for game number 2 of the XBL World Series, the home of the Milwaukee Mallards. We'll see now what Luke's response is to the 4-2 victory by Flurrabell, winning game number 1.
Really tight game in game 1. I was expecting to see higher runs than 4-2, 6 runs total. But at any rate, this game 2, I'm very excited for. It's the World Series, Battle of the Ducks.
Battle of the Ducks, Battle of the Birds. As we see Flurrabell dig in for the beginning of game number 2 against, it is Callie Butterman, the starting pitcher. Low velo for the Mallards and their Kelly Greens tonight. That ball is grounded over to first base for the first out of the game. Over to Shamil Pekin. She handles it easily by herself. And we'll see the stuffed turkey step in, getting a start after that huge pinch hit, perhaps a platoon opportunity for him here in game 2.
Yeah, I mean, you can see, not many at-bats, of course, but 714 batting average. That's hard to say no to.
2-1 count. That pitch is swung on. Grounded over to Daffy Danger. Thrown over to first for out number 2. The 2 quick outs for Luke here with Butterman. So far, so good. The low velo starter is going to have to be careful around the plate against a hitter like Flurrabell. It'll bring up Bok Bagok, who is behind the plate in this one. That one is crushed deep to center field, but Nymphy ICI should have time to get underneath it and make the catch. And we'll move on. That'll be out number 3, and we'll move on now to the bottom of the first inning. Luke with a chance to start things off against Avian Ace for Beaky Bay.
Yeah, Avian Ace is who I was expecting to see in game 1. But here we got Ace in game 2, who in my opinion, is better, is the best pitcher on the staff for the Birdies.
That one is swung on by Nymphy ICI. It's off the glove of a diving Hootie Hooter Hoot, and she'll get into first easily. So the leadoff runner reaches here in the first for the Mallards. Lots of speed on the bases. And now Angie Affleck will get a chance. 2-hole hitter and left fielder. He swings at that one. That's off the hands, but it's going to find its way up the middle. So 2 quick base runners from Luke here in the first inning. It's a good position for Milwaukee.
First and second, nobody out, and you got your 3-hitter here.
Yeah, Platarinkos has had plenty of moments in these playoffs. He had the home run last game in the first inning. He swings at that one, sends it through the right side. That should be enough to maybe score. Nymphy ICI, she rounds third base, gets in, sliding, scoring the game's first run. And now we have runners at first and third with no outs for Luke. He's getting productive here in the first. It is Smuel Bellis, and she swings at the first pitch. It's hit up the middle. That breaking ball was hung, and that'll be another run for the Mallards. 2 runners still on bases, first and second for Gwendolyn Gadwall. Avian Ace already tense here through 8 pitches. That one is swung on, hit hard up the middle. Luke just putting on a hit parade right now. loads the bases with no outs in the first. It's going to be Chance Lotterbury, the right fielder. The man I think Luke perhaps would want at the plate right now. Swings at that breaking ball. Or off-speed pitch late. That one's hit hard over to shortstop. It should be 2. 6-4 over to 3. Chance Lotterbury almost makes it there in time, but not quite, as 2 outs are recorded. A run does cross the plate, so the lead is pushed out to 3-0 for the Mallards. Luke swings at the first pitch here with a Shamil peek in. It's grounded to shortstop. Throws it over to first, and that'll be the 3rd out. But Luke putting up 3 runs very, very quickly, if I might add it.
Such a fast-paced inning right there. I was just letting you run with that, Dwayne. Something that I noticed with the run. Oh, that's a long fly ball, the deep left field of Affleck underneath. But as I was saying, what stuck out to me was that opposite field base hit, which usually would have been a routine grounder to second base, but because there's a runner on second, they've got to move over to hold them on. So that really changed the pace of the inning, which ends up being 3 runs.
Yeah, that moment, I think, coming with the scoreline 1-0, so maybe it does eventually lead down the line to 2 runs scored for Luke here, and we'll see if that does end up making a big difference. That one, though, is crushed with 1 out by Flurrabell. It's going to hit the wall on a fly, and that'll be extra bases for sure. Gets in there standing, even round second there for a minute.
Yeah, thought about third for a second there, but a stand-up double.
Yeah, nice stand-up double with 1 out, so an opportunity to respond immediately from Beaky Bay. Here comes Fletch Ling, the second baseman, getting the start in game number 2. That one is lifted over to short, a jump by Platorinko, but it's off his glove. The runner's going to get the third base after the ball is misplayed, so runners are at first and third for Layden Egg, the right fielder.
Very interesting to see that all these balls bounce off the gloves, and we know, again, the Mallards have got a 4-bar D.
Yeah, we didn't see much of that from the 2-bar D of Beaky Bay in game number 1. Perhaps not as many opportunities. I don't know. We'll see how that develops as this series wears on. But so far, it's been telling. A 2-2 count to Layden Egg. Sees Layden Egg hit that one right up the middle. So the runner's going to score from third easily. Scoring Beaky Bay's first run of game number 2. It's 3-1 now in Milwaukee's favor. And 2 runners are on for the 8-hole hitter Partridge Peartree. Peartree swings at the first pitch. It's lifted behind shortstop. Platorinko's is going to range back there. Infield fly is called.
Wow, infield fly. Technically, the umpire made the right call. If it's the infielder out there, they consider it a routine fly ball.
Yeah, those deep infield flies, a bit commonplace in Super Mega Baseball, and that one called there. Has out number 2 recorded, and that's going to be Avian Ace at the plate now against Sputterman. Looking to extend the inning. He hits that one pretty hard. Platorinko's, though, is right there to gather it up and throw it to first for the 3rd out. Beaky Bay scores 1 run in the inning, and we move on to the bottom of the second. 3-1 is the score in favor of Milwaukee Mallards and Luke Archer.
Yep, nice response by Birdies there, putting up 1 in response to the 3. But also at the same time, great job by the Mallards to hold them to just 1. Got maybe a little lucky with the timing of the lineup to have Ace up there with the 2 runners on.
That one was hit hard. It's going to be a leadoff single now for Luke. The pitcher, Callie Butterman, has a shot. Batting 1,000 here in the playoffs. She drops down the bunt after seeing a strike. The runner's going to move over easily to second on the sacrifice, so runners in scoring position for Lillian Nip, the ICI.
A successful sacrifice there. And hit well out to left center. I thought it was going to drop in at first, but a nice catch, and that's going to be 2.
So 2 outs recorded. Runners in scoring position for Angie Affleck. Outside pitch trait against Avian Ace. She swings at that one inside and swings at another one inside way early. Luke might want that pitch back. Behind in the count. Fouls that one away. Yeah, shears them off. That one's lifted off the hands behind shortstop. Birdie Chirpington's going to make that catch easily for the 3rd out. So no harm done there with the runner reaching second base. And we move to the top of the 3rd inning now. Score still at 3-1.
Yeah, we're through 2 innings. Mallards win the first. birdies win the second, but Mallard's got the differential here, 3-1.
That one's hit hard up the middle by Flurrabell to lead off the inning. So he's got himself a leadoff base runner in the third. Decent speed on the bags for Stuffed Turkey. You can definitely see the platoon aspect of Flurrabell's lineup here in game 1 and 2. The lefty starter in game 1, Blevins, brought Bok Bagok into right field, and we saw Cassowary get the start. Now Stuffed Turkey's playing right in this game. Bok Bagok behind the plate once more. That one swung on and hit hard up the middle off the hands. So 2 runners are going to get on. Platoon paying off for Flurrabell.
Absolutely. Turkey really producing throughout this playoffs, and you can see it there, a base hit to get first and second, nobody out.
1-1 count. Now to Bok Bagok. He swings at that one low and in. Daffy Danger has to dive for it to make the play. Throws it to second, and it's thrown on to first in time to make the double play. Wow, a tight one from Luke. Well done.
What a play from Danger, and I like the dive decision by Luke. You know, sometimes you find yourself wanting to get that without having to dive to guarantee the double play, but in many instances that will get under the glove, and you end up sacrificing a run and don't even get any outs. But the dive, you know, clutch double play. You can see there, fly ball to center, ended the inning.
Yeah, huge outs recorded in succession there from the Milwaukee Mallards. And now another chance for Luke to try and add to the lead in the third. Laterenkos is coming up for a second at-bat of the game against Avian Ace. He's behind in the count quickly and stares at one. Check swung at it, actually. 4 out, number 3, but great placement from Flurrabell. There's that heater again, getting the work done.
And you saw the fist pump there at the end by Ace. Really excited about that strikeout.
Smew Albella sends that one about a mile foul to start off the at-bat. You can see she's been moved up in the order going against Avian Ace after the performance in game 1. Batting 500 in the playoffs, behind in the count. It's now even at 2-2 because that ball is outside.
You're probably expecting to see Ace in this game, which might explain why they're in the 4-hole here at cleanup.
Yeah, for sure. Ace with a great fastball there. Great fastball to get the swinging strikeout. Flurrabell getting some more of those big swinging Ks that we saw in the first game. Did not double check the total at the end of it, but definitely was up there and getting the work done for him. That one swung on a high pitch. Nicely done from Luke to fight it off with 2 outs to extend the inning. It will bring up Chance Lauderbury, the right fielder, who's got a lot of power, a lot of speed. Was it that one late? 0-1 pitch swung on late as well, so now quickly behind is Lauderbury. Swings at the third pitch, looking outside. Birdie Chirpington's going to barehand it, throw it over to first base for the third out. So no harm done there from Luke in the third inning. And we move to the top of the fourth. Scoreline at 3-1 still. 5, 6, 7 coming up for Beaky Bay.
I'm not sure if it was just me, but that looks rather close at first. I'd like to take another look at that.
Yeah, perhaps we're going to have to get an instant replay feature implemented here soon in that next update that is allegedly coming. That one's starting off the inning for Flurrabell. Curveball hit hard up the chute. Will be a single. Bad jumps on the base paths for Fletch Ling. The lefty Fletch Ling swings at that one, sends it through the left side opposite field for a single. So 2 quick runners on base now for Beaky Bay. Looking to tie it up in the fourth.
Affleck almost daring for the base runner to run there.
Layden Egg swings at the first pitch as he sends it right up the middle. Flurrabell having a bit of a hit parade of his own right now. Bases are now loaded with no outs. 4 Partridge Pear Tree, so the 8-hole hitter has a big opportunity to break this game open for Beaky Bay, tie it up, perhaps even find something in the gap, or better to take the lead. 2 quick strikes to Pear Tree. That one misses just outside. Butterman's 1-2 pitches swung on and missed. 93 miles an hour up and in. Flurrabell can't catch up to it. So that is a big first out for Luke here.
That's
in
a
the
huge out by Cali there, because now you're getting to face Ace again, and we might see a double play.
Ooh, that one had to be dove for by Luke. It should score a run, and it does. But it turns into a fielder's choice. Luke stopping 2 runs, I think, from scoring there. being able to cut that off.
Absolutely. That had 2 runs written all over it. Very slow moving ball that definitely would have scored 2.
Flurrabell almost snuck it through the left side with his pitcher trying to help himself. But now there's 2 outs for Chicken Dinner. She swings at that one, sends it right up the middle. And that should take the lead now for Beaky Bay. Nice piece of hitting. And now the runner's caught up between first and second after 2 runs score. It is 4-3, but Chicken Dinner stuck out there between first and second. She's going to give up. She gets tug out for the 3rd out. But 2 RBIs to her name. 3 runs scored overall for Beaky Bay in the 4th. Now the lead is in their favor, heading to the bottom half.
A huge clutch hit there, and I really like how they advanced 2 second to force the cutoff. Yeah, that play is shouldn't be overlooked when we get later in this game. That that forces the Mallards to have to cut that ball off and go for that 3rd out.
Yeah, perhaps a little bit of heads-up baseball there from Flurrabell to be able to move his runners along. That first pitch swung on by Luke here in the bottom of the 4th, lifted into shallow center and caught easily for the 1st out. Now Daffy Danger, the 8-hole hitter, has their chance against Avian Ace. Batting .361 in the playoffs is Danger. That one is swung on deep to right field. It's going to make its way over the short wall, and this game is tied. Big solo shot from Milwaukee.
A nice response there, very nice response. Just a 395. It's the 4th RBI, so Danger's and not quite out. I wasn't expecting a home run, but really nice hit by Danger there, who's shown defensively that Danger's playing a good second base. We had the bounced off ball, but now producing at the plate. Danger's is now becoming a very clutch player for the Mallards.
Yeah, trying to make their money in this series is Daffy Danger for sure. Big game-tying home run there from the 8 spot with 1 out. And now Callie Butterman's check swings at that 100-mile-an-hour heater. It'll be another strikeout here for Beaky Bay. The 2nd out is recorded, and the lineup turns over for Lillian Nymphiaceae, the center fielder. She's batting .450 in this playoffs, and she swings at the first pitch and sends it up the middle for another hit. Speed on the bags with 2 outs now for Milwaukee.
As the lineup turns over. Yeah, we got now Affleck up.
Oh, and a pitch swung on by Luke. You can tell he definitely wants it back. Inside outs it into right field for Layden Egg. Catches it on the warning track to finish off the inning. But Luke does indeed tie the game on the solo shot. And we move to the top of the 5th, 4-4.
Yeah, we're through, like you said, through 4 innings. You saw 4 runs and 9 hits for each team.
Flurrabell starting things off, swinging at the first pitch, a 2-seamer, trying to tail away from him, but he does a good job getting his bat to it, flipping it over the pitcher and into the outfield for a single. The 1 man is on for Bok Bagok. Swings at 1, sends that one right up the middle, and quickly 2 hits from Flurrabell. He's really shortening up and finding his contact against this low velo Butterman.
Yeah, I think last time the Mallards were able to make it through, and as I was expecting, we might see a pitcher get lifted here. Made it through 5 innings in game 1, but only making it through 4 this time.
Yeah, Luke having to call the pen early now. Axe McDuck. First pitch gets away from Gadwall behind the plate. That's tough for Luke, as both runners are going to move up 90 feet with no outs into scoring position. Flurrabell looking to score 2 runs there. Sneaks one just foul with Chirpington. 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. That one grounded over to second. Oh, Luke goes home with it, playing the infield back. A tough error mentally from Luke, and now the Flurrabell has taken the lead 5-4. Everybody's safe.
It kind of a confusing sequence there. I mean, I know you want to go home, but if the infield's not in, which I don't believe they were, very odd to see Danger do that. And I've spoken about Danger a lot, thus far.
Yeah, tough play from Luke. Sees Flurrabell though respond with a stolen base, and Luke again going to cut the runoff at the plate as opposed to get the out at first base. But he's playing his infield back, so it's a bit of a curious strategy. We're at 1st and 3rd now with 1 out for Fletchling. And Fletchling is going to get lifted for Woodsy Owl. So the righty is up now with a chance. Daffy Danger has to dive for it, makes the play, sends it to first. but not before the run scores. So there's 2 outs, and the lead now brought in 2 runs in favor of the Beaky Bay Birdies at 6-4. A runner's on second. Flurrabell needs a hit to get him across.
Daffy with a great diving play. I also want to point out that infield, I think, was halfway there. I'm curious if they were at double play depth. Can Danger actually get to that ball in turn 2?
That one swung on, hit with some weak contact out to left field, caught by Affleck for the 3rd out, but not before. A couple crossed the plate in favor of Flurrabell and his Beaky Bay Birdies. 10 runs scored all together in this game number 2. These two starting to warm up at the plate, it seems, on 93. First couple pitches to Platorenko see 2 quick strikes. The 0-2 pitch is outside, high and away. Count evens up for Platorenko's Avian Ace's 53rd pitch. Flips the plate. What a pitch from Flurrabell. Great looking strikeout. There's nothing you can do with that.
It's perfect. It's right on the corner. You know, right in that corner.
Trying to find the corner again with a breaking ball is Flurrabell. That one's hit hard though into left. Woodsy Owl has to make a stellar diving catch out there to record an out. And Luke is down quickly, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Gwendolyn Gadwall swings at that one, sends it into left field between the fielders for a single. So the inning is extended for Chance Lauderbury. Only 2 runs behind is Luke, so definitely can find his way, back into this quickly. Just needs to string his hits together. That pitch from Avian Ace, high and away, swung on late. Oh, and that high heater, Luke can't catch up to it. He's been having trouble with it all night, and we see him swing and miss to end the inning. We move on to the top of the 6th in Game 2 of this XBL World Series at 6-4.
You start to feel the momentum is changing where, earlier in the game we were thinking Mallards, but now Birdies, has really been, showing better performance per inning, since the first.
Yeah, it's definitely a marathon, not a sprint. So Flurrabell doing his best to just keep a good pace. He showed great grit in Game 1, throw a great game on the mound, found a couple runs late to pad his lead. Now he could try and do the same here, leading 6-4 in the top of the 6th.
We know the bullpen's deep. Ace pitching well, not as well as Articuno did in game 1, and now we do see that that Ace is going to be lifted. Yeah,
even Ace being lifted in that trusted Beaky Bay bullpen. The pinch hitter lifts it out into right center field where an Nymphy ICI can catch it easily for out number 2. Lineup turns over for Chicken Dinner. She swings at that first pitch, hits it hard. Daffy Danger makes a great diving play, throws it over to first base in time for the out. The 3rd out was recorded.
Daffy Danger is going to be on, all sorts of different highlight reels. What a dive there.
Yeah, highlight reel, low light reel, all kinds of different reels. Daffy Danger's really put a stamp on the first 2 games of this series so far, hitting a homer as well. Luke's going to lead off the 6th inning here with Shamil Pekin, the first baseman, with the low pitch trait. Mother Clucker's coming out of the pen. Had a great relief performance. I think going 3 1/3 innings in game number 1, something similar to that. He gets a strikeout.
That's right, and I don't think Clucker let up any runs last game either.
Great job from Mother Clucker in game 1. Follows it up with a strikeout, but then the first pitch is swung on by Luke with 1 out, right up the middle for a single. And that brings up his pitcher, Ox McDuck. We'll see if he lifts him for a pinch hitter. It's going to be Sir John Duckworth getting another opportunity in this World Series, the righty against the lefty. He swings it, hits it hard. That pitch was over the heart of the plate. Chirpington can't gather it cleanly. It's off for gloves, so the runner's going to move up to second on the fielder's choice. With the 2nd out is recorded, and lineup turns over for Lillian Nymphy ICI.
Yeah, that's a tough play going across your body, backhanded at short. They may have even be able to still get the runner at second, but wisely secures the out and goes to first.
That one lifted by Nymphy ICI. It was an outside pitch and easily caught by the first baseman over there. So that'll be the third out recorded. We moved to the top of the 7th inning. 2-3-4 coming up against Chance Lotterbury Jr., getting his chance on the mound for Milwaukee.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 27.
The lefty junior featuring a 4-pitch arsenal, 4-seam, cutter, changeup, and curveball. Low velo, low junk, all accuracy. A common build for Milwaukee in this 2-2 setup.
And you can see that low release compared to the other. Uh-oh.
Yeah, maybe that low release putting it right on the plane for Flurrabell to send it for a ride. Crushed there from Roos Broodmother to broaden the lead to 7-4, 459 feet. The solo shot power from Beaky Bay is really showing up here late in these ball games.
Not what Chance wanted, but Broodmother, I think that's the second home run for Brood in 2 games. I think they had one in the first game as well.
Yeah, 2 dingers in the World Series, putting a stamp on this one. Balkvagok swings at one and hits it hard out to left field, but thankfully Angeli Aflac is there to record it for the out. So there's 1 out in the 7th. And that ball is crunched deep to right. That's gone. See you later. Off the top of that awning out there. And Flurrabell just crushing this inning. Another homer, broadening the lead to 8-4. 420.
420, you know what to do, Dwayne. I don't think any Chance was happy about that, as you saw the frustration from the elder Chance out there in right field.
Yeah, father and son sharing in their frustrations. And Flurrabell going to keep it rolling here, sending it right up the middle with Hooter Hootie Hoot for a single with 1 out.
Now batting, the left
Woodsy Owl, the 6-hole hitter,
14.
stepping in for his second at-bat of the game after coming off the bench. He hits it hard, deep out into right center field. It's going to be caught on the warning track by the center fielder, Lilian Nymphiaceae, for the second out. But that was almost another dangerous one from Flurrabell. You can see he's really keying in on this low velo.
Yeah, that was hit well, and again, I mean, we keep talking about it. The Mallards, relatively weak bullpen, and the Birdies, very strong offense. Second in the league, 315 runs scored throughout the season.
Yeah, very, very tough to stop an offense of that caliber. We're moving on to the bottom of the 7th inning stretch here, as it is now an 8-4 ball game. Looks like I'm getting a bit of a hiccup in my feed here. Let me give it a quick refresh. Let's hope this straightens itself out here. Looks like we did have a disconnect error. So as we try and sort this out, guys, just hang tight with us. We'll be with you with some news in just a moment. We do apologize for the delay, everybody. We're still discussing the best course of action with our players here to resume from the top of the 8th inning at a score of 8-4 in favor of the Beaky Bay Birdies. Probably either going to be tonight or later on in the next cast, but we're going to figure that out here for you in the next few minutes to see what the players want to do that works best for their timing, and we'll have an update for you in just a couple. So hang tight with us. Thank you all for your patience. All right, quick update again for you guys. We are going to be resuming tonight with the final portion of the game, the 8th and 9th innings. The players are just going to be recreating in exhibition a setup where the right batters are going to come up, the right relievers are in the game, and they're going to play on from the point at an 8-4 scoreline. So just hang tight while these guys set it up, and we'll be with you guys in just a few minutes. Thank you all again for your patience. XBL World Series action is going to be coming at you, resuming real shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. Now, as we return to the action here after the disconnect, the score line is assumed at 8-4, even though it represents 0 on the scoreboard, and we are at in the bottom of the 7th inning, where Luke will be batting. It's the bottom of the 2nd represented up here, but we're playing from the bottom of the 7th until finish here to finish out Game 2 tonight. Games 3 and 4 still as scheduled on time for tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. So here we go with the bottom of the 7th. We're seeing Mother Clucker on the mound. The reliever still in the game here for Beaky Bay. Flurrabell's trying to jump out to that 2-0 series lead.
Ball inside.
Count is 2-2. We've switched also back to Flurrabell's perspective as that one's lifted into center field by Luke. Hit off the hands. And is caught by Partridge Fair Tree out there in center field. But yeah, to prevent any remaining connection issues, hopefully we've switched over streams back to Flurrabell. He's going to be finished out Game 2 for us. Platorenko's up now. 2 quick strikes on Platorenko. Seems to be a theme with him, getting 2 strikes quickly. That one hit off his hands over to second base and caught for out number 2.
Third baseman, number 46.
Here is Smew Albellis, batting .475, still in this playoffs. Power versus lefties is engaged. That one looked at, 2-1 count. Luke swings at that one, hits it hard. It's dove on by Chicken Dinner. Makes a great play and sends it over to first base for the 3rd out. So Flurrabell, some solid defense there with his 2 bars. Moves us on now to the top of the 8th.
A lot of excitement at second base tonight.
Now batting, the center
And
fielder,
yeah,
number 51.
the birdie's not missing a beat there on the mounds, through the disconnect. Which, sometimes if you've experienced a disconnect before, you probably, for those watching can understand, through a disconnect you lose your mojo, not only in-game mojo, but in your in-person mojo, you get thrown off your rhythm. But not missing a beat there or the birdies.
Yeah, definitely trying to stay on top of his game. Now looking for a chance to add to his 8-4 lead here. Top of the 8th inning. That one swung on by Pear Tree. A dive by Daffy Danger. More action over at second base. As that play's cleaned up, tossed over to first for out number 1.
Nice play there by Daffy again.
Yeah, Daffy's been all over the ball at second base. Mother Clucker's going to get lifted now for the pinch hitter, Cassowary, who started a catcher in game number 1. He grounds the first pitch over to Daffy Danger again. A fielding assist for his second baseman.
The second baseman,
2 outs recorded in the 8th.
Off the plate.
Chicken Dinner, the 1-hole hitter for this Beaky Bay lineup. 379 average in the playoffs.
That's off the plate.
Ahead in the count 2-1. Looking for something to hit. Swings and miss. Ooh, and that curveball, well placed from Luke's, catches him looking.
Wow.
Big out number 3.
Really nice pitch there. You don't see Chicken Dinner taking for a 3rd strike call very often, if at all season.
Yeah, that bat not usually on the shoulder when the ball's in the zone for Flurrabell.
number 40.
But the 3rd out is recorded. We move to the bottom of the 8th. Score is still 8-4 in favor of Beaky Bay. First out stung right into the glove of Hooter Hootie Hoot at third base. He didn't even have to move for it.
It hit really well, but like you said, just in the right place at the right time there.
Yeah, Chance Lottaberry hits that one hard. It's off the glove of a jumping Chicken Dinner or Birdie Chirpington, I believe, at shortstop. Oh, and now the runner goes from Luke. Chance Lottaberry is going to get in there safely at second base. Runners in scoring position, trying to make up some of that 4-run deficit. The screwball from Finger looking good. Good pitch.
Yeah, you gotta start taking risks now if you're the Mallards.
Absolutely. We'll see if that risk pays off as Lottaberry rounds third and gets into home sliding with a run. So it is now 8-5. As Luke is trying to crawl back into this one. He's got a runner at first with 1 out here, top of the 8th. Oh, 3 quick pitches, though, from Finger looking good. A lot of aggressiveness from Flurrabell. Gets a big strikeout, big second out, and that'll bring up the reliever, Greta Rubber.
103 at the top of the zone. We've seen it all night with that high fastball.
Rubber's gonna hit. Swings at the first pitch and misses. That one's lifted into right. She makes some contact. Can Leyden get there? Ooh, caught off the shoelaces for a big third out.
It's exactly what you're taught not to do as a kid in real baseball. When the fly balls hit to you, your first step should always,
That's outside.
your first step, they take it backwards there and almost caught off guard, off balance.
Yeah, nice recovery from Flurrabell. Almost gets 8 or 9-3 there on that one. Hit it hard into right field and not a ton of speed on Roost Broodmother. But she does reach with a leadoff single. Flurrabell is looking to add to his 8-5 lead. We are in the top of the 9th inning. That one's hit into the gap by Balk Bagok. It should be extra bases. It gets past the diving Lauderbury. The runners are both not too fleet of foot, but we'll see Broodmother round third. Angela get in there sliding. So now it is a 9-5 ball game in favor of Beaky Bay.
Number 69.
You can see the birdies showing that they're still going to put up runs. Even though may have lost a little bit of mojo, hasn't lost. You're a really nice hit there in the gap.
That one smacked by Flurrabell the opposite way. Gets it through the hole between short and third. Still with no outs here. He's got runners at first and third after scoring already in this inning. Looking good for Hooter Hootie Hoot, the 5-hole hitter for this lineup.
Foul ball.
That one's hit hard by Hooter Hootie Hoot. Platarinkos dives for it, tosses it over to second for a fielder's choice. Does not get there in time at first as Flurrabell scores another run. It is a 10-5 now. 10-5 ball game now.
Nice dive to at least get the out, and wisely gets the out at second. But like you said, the RBI comes in. Very nicely done.
That one was lifted on the first pitch by Flurrabell out to right field. Caught easily by Luke, keeps the runner at first base. Leyden Egg's going to get a shot, swings at that one, hits it hard right through the hole between short and third again. Flurrabell utilizing the left side of the infield well here in this inning.
Now batting, the center fielder. Number
Center fielder Partridge Pear Tree will dig in against Greta Rubber, looking to extend the inning and the lead for Beaky Bay.
That's foul.
That one's hit hard into the gap. It's off the glove of a diving Nymphy ICI. That'll for sure score a run. Will Flurrabell challenge for another? No, he'll remain at third, but second and third after a run scores. It's an 11-5 ball game.
number 46.
Off the glove. Wow. I mean, that was hit hard. Don't get me wrong, but the glove was right there. You really want that catch, especially just to keep yourself relevant in this game.
Luke with a little bit of theatrics there behind the bag. Catches that high fly ball for the third out, but not before 3 runs cross the plate. And we move on to the bottom of the 9th inning. It is an 11-5 scoreline, even though it is not represented at the top due to our disconnect earlier. So 3 outs to work with does Luke have. Hits that one hard over to short on the first pitch, and Birdie Chirpington cleans it up, tosses it to first for the out. So now 2 outs.
Number 14.
Inside.
That one misses inside.
Nope, that's high.
2-0 pitch is low, and it's hit into the gap. That should be extra bases for Luke. Rounds first. The runner is going to get in there. The throw goes into third base. So a 1-out double for Luke. He's down 11-5, but he's still got a shot in this 9th inning.
Number 8.
As they say, it's not over till it's over.
Yes, indeed. It is never over till it's over, especially in the XBL, it seems. We see some great comebacks, great series, and great games this season. Here in Season 10. Game 2 of the World Series coming down to it right now. 11-5 in favor of Flurrabell. Looking to take a 2-0 lead.
Really favorable call there on the inside corner.
Yeah, he does get a good call there from the ump. He hits that, and Luke hits that one through the left side. Runners are going to be at first and third now with 1 out for Smew Albellis.
Third baseman. Number 46.
2 of the world's best going at it on 93 ego here. First pitch swung on and missed. Next one misses a bit outside. 1-1 pitch, a nicely placed screwball from Finger Licking Good.
That's low.
You see the count even. Albellis
Nope.
check
Outside.
swings, holds up, so the count's full. The payoff pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 101 miles per hour. Huge second out for Beaky Bay.
There's that fastball again, and then as you pointed out, that screwball, you usually don't see it placed in the front corner like that.
Off the plate.
Yeah, a little bit of an unorthodox placement perhaps from Flurrabell. Snuck in there and surprised Luke for sure. 2 strikes now on Gwendolyn Gadwall. One more chance for Luke. Swings at that one. It's into the gap. That's going to keep the Mallards alive, at least here in game 2. 1 run will score.
Third.
Another run rounds third. It will be 2 runs scoring, and it is an 11-7 ball game here in the 9th with 2 outs.
The right fielder.
We got a little bit of a rally going for the Mallards.
We will see if Flurrabell goes to his pen.
Pitching, number
Penguin. That usually the 3rd string reliever out of the pen for Beaky Bay. He does get his work, though, with his 4-pitch arsenal. Trying to record just 1 out here in the World Series.
Off the plate.
Behind in the count 2-1. Chance Lotterbury Sr. at the plate.
Low.
Right fielder, 3-1 pitch. Gets in there for a strike. Here's the payoff pitch with 2 outs. Catches him looking out, number 3, and Beaky Bay takes a 2-0 lead here into the XBL World Series.
Wow, what a pitch, what a finish, and a lot of excitement there going into that 9th inning. It was looking like it was going to be over quick, but the Mallards showed some fight, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, all she wrote there. For game number 2, well done from Beaky Bay, jumping out to the 2-0 lead here. Allow me to fix my camera here for a moment as well. We really saw some great baseball from both of our competitors this evening. Really tight on the mound, especially from Flurrabell. That was a huge key, I think, going into these games. What do you say, D-Sil?
Absolutely. I mean, with game 1, I was very surprised to see the low run scored. Game 2 was more what I was expecting as far as a run scored count. And the game went, not so much a surprise to what we were expecting, where the Mallards were able to hold them with the starting pitcher, but as the game progressed, their bullpen is not very strong, and with the birdies again just being the best of the best at producing runs, just showed it towards the end of the game. They'll just keep grinding against you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really do think some of that improved pitching ability from Flurrabell really came out to play. And then that question we had at the beginning is Flurrabell kind of 1 step above right now where things stand. At least on 90 Ego, he very clearly is. And on 93 tonight, he showed his stuff, jumping out to a big 2-0 lead in the World Series. So many props to him. Well played by Luke as well. Great fight, put up a lot of runs. He's just probably going to have to clean it up on the mound, I think, going forward into games 3 and 4. You'll want to avoid the dreaded sweep. So tomorrow night, at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be back with games 3 and 4. It should be very, very exciting.
The
right
games were very, very close. I mean, you lose by 2 and you lose by 4, or you win by 2 and you win by 4. It's really still anybody's game in these games. Anything can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. These 2 are 2 of the best in the world. So scoring in bunches is no foreign task for either of them. And we'll be seeing over the course of the series, I'm sure, some more talent, some more action, some more great ball games. So with that said, I thank you all for the patience again dealing with our disconnect in game 2. It was a great cast, great series, and a pleasure to bring you guys some more baseball tonight. We'll be back again, like I just said, tomorrow night, games 3 and 4 of the XBL World Series. Our XBL Cup is kicking off on Monday as well. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments about that, feel free to direct them towards the league office or in general chat as that starts to ramp up. It's been a pleasure to bring it all for you tonight. D-Sil, do you have any parting words for us this evening?
It's the time to hike is over. It's been an exciting start to the World Series. This only happened 10 times in league history. You got to find a computer somewhere tomorrow and get yourself access your smartphone to watch Game 3. It's going to be really exciting.
Yes, indeed it is. I can't wait either, Diesel. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It was a blast to cast with you, have you here in the booth for a couple of World Series games. So everybody, thank you again for joining us. Have a safe and pleasant evening, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night here on the XBL.